Hello Internet, my name is Vedrit and welcome back to my monthly development update video for the False World. Now I know with the past few months it's been more like bi-monthly update video, but I'm trying to keep it monthly, and that's what I'm going to continue aiming for. To start off with a couple announcements, this weekend, well not this weekend, this Friday, July 14th, we are planning on doing a bit of a stress test, partly to test how well the new networking system in general handles, as well as to test the guild system, which I believe I have finally finished. It has been a very long and laborious process. And part of the reason why things have been so slow the past couple months is both Claudia and John have been putting a lot of time and energy into finding jobs in their respective fields. Having a day job of my own, I completely understand. Unfortunately, it's looking like it may be a few more months before either of them can really spend much time and energy on the False World. I'll continue working on it as much as I can, and we'll see what happens. So, updating the guild system. Sometimes I wonder what I was writing. And as you can see, there's still some bugs with moving around. But in the guild system, so it has gotten a complete overhaul. A lot of the stuff behind the scenes has been completely reworked. It's a lot more fluid, a lot more responsive, and a lot more efficient. There have been some changes in how things behave. Before, I believe leaders could change and remove their own permissions. As you can see, that is no longer the case. Leaders cannot click on the Make Leader button. I don't remember if that was a thing before. I don't think... Okay, yeah, there's none in here, but before, when there was an entry in here, like if a player had sent in an application, the guild could click both accept and reject, and depending on which was read first would determine what happened with that application. That has been fixed so that only one of them can be active at a time. Neither can be active, of course, so that you don't pass judgment on the application, but you can only accept or reject, not both. So that pretty much does it for what I can show has been done to the guild system, but it has been a very lengthy process. I've also gone in and made adjustments to how the server communicates with the database and how the database stores certain information. So now there is very little chance of there being any duplicate character names or account name, usernames, or guild names, things of that nature, things that need to be unique. That was a fun little tidbit of information that I will be keeping in mind going forward. I've also made some corrections. A while back, when I changed the interaction to be F rather than J, I didn't put that change for all of the other things that could be interacted with. For example, the center thing here. Go back. There we go. Before, you could hit F as much as you'd like and it wouldn't do anything. And you wouldn't know to hit J, which was the old button. But now it's been fixed, and it'll go through and do its, tell you its information and whatnot. Um, One thing I forgot on the guild system is it's much more likely to return you to a previous screen after you have successfully completed something. If there are any errors during communication with the server or between the server and the database, it will close out the conversation and you'll get a system message in the chat window notifying you that something went wrong and to try again. Um, some things to look forward to. Uh, um, in the coming weeks, there will be a patch system, a full launch screen. So when people get the client, rather than having just a shady executable in a folder, they'll get an installer that will install the game. They'll get a launcher that will patch and do file checks, all that neat stuff. And I did some preparation for that the past couple days. I also did some fixing to how the dialogue system worked. We picked up a follower that had a Mac that he uses, and we found some discrepancies in how Macs handle how I had programmed things versus Windows and Linux, both of which handled things pretty much the same. Things are much more uniform now, much more reliable. The dialogue system, there was also an issue with authentication that was broken with Macs. That was fixed. Um, One of the other things that I'm going to be working on in the coming future is it this one? No. Is I'm going to rework the item system. Right now, it does the job, and it does the job fairly reliably, but the script that handles it is very bulky and clunky. And I want to go through with knowledge that I've gained since initially writing it and make it a lot more compact and efficient and a lot less of a headache. When I look at a lot of the scripts that I wrote when I first started the project, I wonder, what was I thinking? uh, I Some of the stuff I don't even understand why I wrote it. I don't understand what it was doing, and I don't know what the importance of it was. A lot of that has been removed, replaced, and clarified. I am a much better programmer now than I was a year ago. Um, so that pretty much does it for now. Just a reminder, playtest this coming Friday, and also everyone is welcome to join the Discord channel where we discuss and chat about the false world and work that's being done. And you can hang out with me, John, and Claudia, and everyone else that is following along the progress. And I think that about does it. So, until next time, be good.